This is going to be a unscripted video. I got a problem with a little subwoofer here. This subwoofer is part of a sound system that is in my little cubby hole here. And it's about 4 feet wide and about 9 feet long. Got a new nice i9 computer. I think 14th, 15th generation. I forget. And a 7.2 amplifier. It's got Dolby Atmos and all that stuff. It's 50-inch monitor there, so I can set literally 4 screens on it, which would be 1080p. That's a 4K monitor. But anyway, I'm having trouble with the sound system. I've got this older Creative sound system here. This is a 7.2. There's left, center, right side, rear, upper, and subwoofer. Subwoofer started making some kind of rattling noise. Wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was my old printer was rattling on it, but I bought this new printer and put it on it because my old the inkjet went out on it, and things still rattle. So what I found was the drivers on the bottom of it. The foam surrounds come out of them. So this little video is going to be replacing another set of surrounds. I'm going to pull that speaker out and set it right here on the table, which is my current workstation, my kitchen table. Just for grins, I want to do a walkthrough on. I've got 3 home theaters in this house. This is my main viewing section. Little 65-inch TV there. It's a 4K also, and that's an i7 computer, which used to be in my room. It used to be my CAD station. I moved it in here when I bought the i9. But this has got a Yamaha amplifier there. This is 7.2. It's got Polk towers on either side for the main. There's an infinity center channel up there. Everybody in the world says you can't mix and match computers or mix and match speakers in a system. I do it routinely. I've been in love with good sound as long as I can remember. But like I say, these are Polk towers. That's an infinity. These are old Canon TLS 12s, 12-inch drivers, TLS translinear. In the back here, I've got 2 Advent mini towers. Up on the top, these are little KLH. These are all part of 9.2 systems. Over in the corner, these are old Sioux Research HRSW10s. Now, I've had those things 30 years or more than 30 years. The surrounds in them went out, and I could not get the surround for them. I tried to find surrounds so I could redo them, but apparently Sioux Research had those drivers specifically modeled and made for those tubes. I couldn't get replacement foam for them, so I had to replace the drivers. So I put Boston Acoustics 10-inch subwoofers in them, and boy, those things are righteous. So it gets pretty loud in here, and the surround system is actually quite good. It's got Dolby Atmos, and it really impresses me. One of the downsides of being the age I am, I'm 75, almost 76, is in loving sound as much as I do, always have, I don't hear that well no more. I have tinnitus. I hear crickets and ringing in my ears all the time, and my hearing has deteriorated dramatically over the years. So this system in here does better than anything I can possibly hear. But okay, what could be better than that? Well, I do have a specifically designed home theater. I don't use this much no more. The room is too big. The room is actually designed specifically as a home theater. It's 19 feet something wide, 12 feet high, and 33 feet long. So I did acoustic modeling when I designed this room years ago. to reduce standing waves and all that kind of stuff. And this room sounds remarkable. There's carpet on the walls, so it's somewhat of an anechoic chamber. You walk in this room and it sounds totally dead. But anyhow, this room is wired for 17 speakers. It's got a high def projector up there. The screen is 11 feet wide, 7 feet tall. The sound system is, to me, quite impressive. There's just dual amps. This is the Yamaha, and that's the Yamaha. There's a subwoofer amplifier in there, which is, I'll show you that. It's QSC 850, which is 425 watts per channel. The main channels are, these are Infinity towers. Above it are Vandersteen 3s. Above that, little Polk M3s for the side surrounds. There's a Bose 201, another Bose 201, another Bose 201, and another Bose 201. And in the back for the rear surrounds, those are Polk M3s as well. Now, filling in these old BIC AMT-1Bs, there's a pair of those. I've had those things for, I guess, since Columbus came over. The star of this are these subwoofers right here. I designed and built those things 20-something years ago. Those are JBL performance competition drivers. They're 15-inch. There's two of them. This is an 11.2 system, and it has passive radiators on the side. I've forgotten the exact dimensions of those enclosures, but they're the size of small refrigerators. But the bass in here will get so loud that it'll just rattle things off the table. I wish I could hear as well as I used to, but I don't. And so, unfortunately, I don't use this room that much anymore, especially since the kids have grown up and moved out. We used to play in here every night. The kids were here. We would play what we call the beanbag chair game, where they would run around the room. And Grandma had given them both beanbag chairs, and I would stand over here by the pool table, and they would get to running through there, and when they got about this here, I'd throw a beanbag chair right in front of them. They'd jump into it and fall and tumble across the floor. Good God, that was so much fun back in those days. Anyway, days gone by. Let's go get that speaker and get working on it. Okay, let's get this speaker turned up and get the drivers out of it. This is the JBL SW20. I don't know what the wattage is. I have no idea. I don't remember. I think we can see the problem. The surround is totally gone out of all of those. I should have known something was going on when I kept finding little pieces of this stuff underneath it. But, oh well. I hope this has got enough juice in it to... Well, this enclosure's pretty doggone heavy. Get my long range glasses off, my up close glasses on, so we can take a look at them. I got to get this off. Looks like that's going to come off fairly easily. This dead gum stuff gets everywhere, and it is sticky and gooey. I wonder if alcohol will attack that. What I've learned is a lot of these chemicals that attack this glue and stuff, they don't affect the speaker cone. And they say that you don't have to get all of this, every bit of this crap off, but I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this. I'm going to get every bit of this stuff off. Maybe not a perfectionist, maybe more anal. But yeah, the alcohol's taking that stuff right off. That's got that pretty clean. So I'm going to set that over there. We'll turn this video off for a little bit, get another piece of cardboard put here, and we'll get started putting a surround on it. Okay, let's look in this little kit right here, see what we got. Uh-oh. This kit is from Springfield Speaker. I ordered one that had the glue and all of that stuff with it. Okay, yeah. This has got the glue and a little brush. Okay. Done this a few times before, so I hope I remember how to do it. Let's see. There's the two surrounds. I'll set that one over there for the time being. Let's make sure these are going to fit. And it looks pretty much perfect. But let's go around the speaker cone again with alcohol. Now, it's still taking a little bit of it off. Yeah. I'm going to leave that cone somewhat in place while I put this glue under one side. I'm going to try to. How am I going to do that? Okay. This glue smells a lot like model airplane glue I used to use when I was a kid. And they say keep going around it until it starts to stick down. I'm holding my finger underneath the cone to hold it up while I do this. And they say this takes 10 minutes, about. Okay. We're going to let that cure a little while. We'll come back and make sure it's stuck down real good. And then we'll stick it to the basket. Time to glue this down. This rides up, so you got to actually push this down. Found this nice handy dandy soup bowl, which fits that surround perfectly. And I got something to weight it down with, so let's get busy. Where's my up close glasses? I'm only going to record doing one of these because the other one is exactly the same. Okay, let's see. I can raise this up. And a little better light on here. I can scoot this bowl over just a smidge. The bowl wants to self-center over that berm kind of thing that's on the surround. There we go. Let's let that cook a while. It says about 10 minutes. I'm going to give it about 10, 15 minutes and come back and we'll redo it. Check it again and press it down. Okay, it's only been 5 minutes, but what I've decided to do is glue these things on it. Let's see if I can get this thing off of here now. Come on, there we go. Okay, now I got to line up the holes. Wait a minute. We got something else going on here. This has got some kind of a ridge or something that is pushing this thing off. Let's trim that off. Now let's see. Is that more better? That's more better. More better. Okay, let's see if this one's got the same thing. That one doesn't seem to have the same thing. Okay. Now that that's on there, let's put this back on here with the weight. Now, just wait for that to cure, and this speaker will be done. Okay, the speakers, I put all the stuff back together. I actually bolted them to speaker enclosure upside down with the 4 screws. Press everything together because they've got to sit for 24 to 36 hours before I put pressure on them. So the next time you see this, they will be flipped around, bolted into the speaker enclosure, and powered up, and we're going to test them. The speaker cones are done. One of the speaker cones, the gasket on the back end of it was intact. The other one, that gasket self-destructed, taking it apart. So I put some strip caulk on there. We call this stuff dum-dum. We use this on cars and things, like on the inside of your door panels, underneath the door cards. There's a moisture barrier that separates the door cards so that the rain coming down the windows doesn't get on your door cards and ruin them. Now that's what this stuff is. You get it in all kinds of colors. Take it and rub it in your hands and you spread it out. Let's see, do they call it dum-dum? We always called it dum-dum. Strip caulk, black. Anyway, I'm ready to drop these things in the hole and put this thing over on the stereo and give it a shot. I don't know if this microphone will pick that up, but that is hitting some seriously low bass notes. Rattling this whole area. I don't know if that picks up or not. I'm gonna try it and see. That worked famously. I'm a happy camera. I'll tell you what, this little 4-foot by 9-foot area, it fills up with sound. It's incredible. You are there.